The big winner of the day, chip stocks. The sector rallied on the Huawei news. The semiconductor index rising more than 2% on the day. Josh Lipton has more.
Chip investors had been expecting good news at the G20 summit, and they got it. President Trump and Chinese President Xi Jinping agreed over the weekend to proceed with negotiations, and both sides said they didn't plan to levy new tariffs against each other's products right now.
We had a great meeting, and we will be continuing to negotiate.
That's welcome news for chip companies because China is a key market for them, as well as an important link in their supply chains. The SMH, an ETF that tracks the chips, rose in today's trade, and that's after surging higher in June, its best month since September 2010. President Trump also suggested that he would lift the ban on U.S. companies selling equipment to Chinese tech giant Huawei in cases that don't involve U.S. national security. Analysts say that could benefit chip companies that count Huawei as an important customer.
Yeah, so from a high level, we think this benefits semi-cap equipment. Essentially, this equipment makes chips for all companies. And so we don't think that'll be deemed as a national security risk. That would be Applied Materials, Lam Research, and ASML. Secondly, we also think this benefits Micron since Huawei's been a 13% customer. And so now they can ship as many chips as they would like to them. We think that'll improve sales going forward.
But Steve says the implication of the Huawei announcement was unclear for other chip companies like NVIDIA and AMD. While he thinks those companies ultimately trade higher, he says their products do represent potential national security risks. As a sector, where do the semis head from here? Analysts note that the second half of the year is a typically strong one for chips, but they point out that if chip stocks are going to keep posting gains, investors need to see continued signs of trade progress. For a Nightly Business Report, I'm Josh Lipton at San Francisco.